I'm just going with this. Beloved ones of Allah, all these words are just in hopes of your falling awake and finding the truth in your own self. Sufism is based on experience, not on premises. You know your own experience better than anyone else. Be true to that. Don't let anyone pull the wool over your eyes. Neither be swayed from what you know by the opinions of others.
Who wrote this?
Those are words of Murshid Wali Ali, with a little editing by Paul Reps.
Greetings and salutations, dear family. When you're viewing this, I'll be in either Brazil or Argentina sharing the Sufi message, but I'm so grateful and pleased to be able to share this with you. Urs Mubarak, my dearest Murshid Wali Ali Meyer. Wali and I met Wali Ali in Colorado Springs in May of 1969, so we were friends for over 50 years. It was Pir Vilayat's first camp in America, and of the 35 people that were there, 20 were Murshid Sam's disciples. The dances were introduced. I was smitten with the dances, with the family. And Wali said, why don't you come out and meet my teacher, Murshid Sam? And I came out to California. I did meet Murshid. Then I went back to New Hampshire to be with Baba Ramdas. That had been prearranged to become a yogi. But that was over after a few months. By September, October, I came to California and became Murshid's disciple. We're so grateful to him for being Murshid's esoteric secretary and housemate and protector, and not only that, but also how Murshid nursemaided him and brought him to strength and health. When Murshid Sam died, there was no question that he had wanted Moinuddin to be our peer, but it should go without saying that Wali was right there. You could even say he was like our second peer, that he was lockstep with Moinuddin and so close to him. If I jump forward, in the 1990s, Wali came back to the Bay Area. After a short time, he and Sabura moved into our home. We shared an office. Sabura became pregnant with Murali here and gave birth to Murali here in our home. And we worked very, very closely together on the Federation. He was the one really who was a great support to me in becoming peer, and it was through him that Moinuddin had written his letter assigning me, and we had our first Murshid circle together in Maui to be with Moinuddin, but Moinuddin had just passed. He had passed in February, but it was in March, and I remember saying to Wali, I accept this post, but isn't this something that you should be doing? And he said, I feel like I've been doing it for 30 years, and I need a rest. I certainly appreciated that so much. I wanted to make up a role for Wali that was significant in our family outwardly, and I made up the role as the head of our esoteric school, and I asked him to try to reinvigorate the Githas and the Gathas, which we had all been using to share with Murids, and which had helped us. And so he made 3 different iterations that were each exceptional, and the last one, the most exceptional, many of you have taken the blessing of that, called God is Breath. The brilliance of creating wheels with a guide in it. A wonderful program, such a pillar in the training that we give to Marids. When he moved in here and we were sharing an office, I began the Physicians of the Heart project in 2001, and Imam Bilal and Faisal and I would meet every month. I'd record it. It would become transcripts, and at the time, like by 2005 years into it, so it would have been by 2006, Wali was here in the office, and he would be so interested in what we were doing, and I kept feeling I kept trying to find time to turn the 1,000 pages of transcripts that we had edited into a book, and I knew Wali was a great writer. He'd been the editor of his college newspaper, and I asked Wali, would you join our team? This was in 2006, 5 years into it, and be our editor and take these 1,000 pages and turn them into a text. And 5 years later, we published Physicians of the Heart, and he did an extraordinary job. I started the Sufi Sashin also around the same time, and Wali joined me in that, and he taught every year with us until he wasn't capable. I also want to say that he was always my chief counsel. I'm so grateful for his friendship. I'm so grateful for the way he served the Rouhaniyat, for the blessings he poured on all his Marids. I wish him every blessing on whatever journey he's on, and I know that he will continue to serve us in the inner world. So God bless you all. Urs Mubarak, Wali Ali. We love you. Have a beautiful gathering. Thank you so much.
So, the phrase, Astaghfirullah.
Astaghfirullah.
Same root as Ghafar and Ghafur. May God forgive me. What's the wording of the Buddhist translation, the Buddhist style translation? I take refuge in the forgiving presence of Allah. And I have a feeling, I don't know for sure, but I have a feeling that the inspiration for this dance came through Wali Ali when Jalaluddin Morris was living here in Conca in the late 70s. Because he definitely brought that phrase in zikr form to us, to our community. So I'm sure a lot of people know it, but for the benefit of those who don't. And it'll be followed by La ilaha illallah. And then 3 times, and then Allah to the 4 directions.
Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah, La ilaha illallah, Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah, La ilaha illallah, Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah. Allah.
We have some special guests tonight, or today, I should say. Tara and Mabud, am I gonna get the last name right? What's it's called?
Close.
What?
It's close.
Close. Okay. Tara and Mabud are here, all the way from New Mexico. I'm giving Tara this guitar for this. Hopefully this, I have it on the cable's already on there.
Ya Shakur Ya Hamid.
Ya Shakur Ya Hamid.
And I think we're all here because we're so deeply grateful for Wali Ali's presence in our lives, then and now. Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid, 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 La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, La face a partner. Look for a raised hand. Let us always in eternal return to the gratitude of the light that Wali Ali was, is, and always will be in our lives and in history. Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid, Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid. Trading places. Ya Hamid, Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid.
We have to get, the outer circle is not complete.
Oh, my goodness.
The outer.
We must call the Sufi
Oh, I see, yeah, we have to come in.
to fix this.
Hold hands in your circle.
Holding hands in this way.
No, we're in the inner circle.
Okay. Everybody got a partner?
No.
Yes.
You know, with the mystics, circles interconnect. It just happens that way. So, especially when we're feeling grateful for this precious life in our friendship and our guidance. So face your partner again.
Okay.
So we can dance with the angels. You don't have a partner.
Or the Wi-Fi folks say hello to you, people.
Oh,
Is there a partner?
I'm missing a partner.
Mahmoud, we're missing a partner?
Where? Okay, and here's a person here. Perfect. Thank you.
Notice what circle you're in.
Yashakurala Yahami. Great places. Opening your hands and looking. Lifting the veil. La ilaha. Ali, we thank you for the guidance of your life. You helped us to remember the source and light, and that the beloved is everywhere.
Thank you. Alhamdulillah. So we could sit for a minute. Julie Esterly is here, a longtime murid of Wali Ali. Julie, in 1973, Julie was one of my roommates up in Portland, Oregon, and she came home and said, you guys should come Sufi dancing with me. So we did, and the rest is history, as they say.
So don't get too much stickum on your seating because you will be getting up to walk soon. So in 1973, when I started doing the dances and became part of the Portland community, different name, same being. It was a very thriving community. And I thought today that I would just touch on a few of the times over the years with Wali Ali and have us spend a few moments feeling qualities of his that were. So I was part of that vibrant community starting in 1973. And in 76, Wali Ali came to Portland and gave a workshop. I asked him a question, and the question, I have no recall of it whatsoever. But he gave an answer, an extensive and profound answer, a deep and penetrating answer to whatever that long gone question is. And then he said, "I'm sorry, that's the best I can do." And I was initiated the next day by him. So this quality of his that was not just the tremendous outpouring of compassion that he gave to me in that moment, but this quality of all-encompassing, of vastness, that was such a big part of his being. Can we go ahead now?
Yeah.
Great. Yawasya. 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 Once more. Yawasya. Resting into the vastness. that which encompasses all, which holds us. Amen. Amen.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Amina Meyer, and Wali Ali's youngest daughter, fourth in the lineup of 5. Let's just say his name: Wali Ali Melvin Mel Filer Meyer. Wali Ali Melvin Mel Meyer. Wali Ali Mel Fire Meyer. Well, we live, we die, and then our children inherit. And then what's our life for? What's our purpose? Well, Wali Ali was born, Wali Ali had this dream, right? And in this incredible time where so many of you were front runners in the new age. One of Murshid Sam's teachings was the walks. This is one of the practices that I've done my whole life. I attended my mom's walks class at 7, and many of Murshid Sam's students walk classes along the way. But what is that? And I still feel it's somewhat of a hidden secret within our order. In this time, in the 70s, was somatic awareness awakening. Obviously, we've had somatic awareness since we've been human beings. What is that? Our mind linked to our spine, the muscles that control the bones, and the sense receptors in our skin, our somatic awareness. So the walks, Sam got the inspiration, told Ruth St. Dennis, I've got it. I'm going to teach the children by teaching them to walk. And she's like, that's it. It's such a simple thing. What? For many people, that would be, what? You're going to teach the children to walk? You're talking about the hippies? You're teaching them to walk? They're grown-ups? Okay. But no, she got it. And he also credits her for being able to pull the dances out of the Akashic records, which are linked. So starting with the breath, moving to the walk, the spin, and the dance. This is all within the inheritance that we've received in this very home where he taught. And the walks beginning here, right here. So in the dances, all that's happening. The breath, the body concentration, movement, the intimacy with each other, the concentration that is linked to those words you're saying, the sound frequencies that's creating a field. The walks, they're more personal responsibility. You take that with you every day if you are walking, and it's very practical. He taught the walks for you to be able to know yourself, and, because sometimes we're invisible to ourselves. I'm just walking in the room. It might be good to realize that's how I walk in the room with a lot of Mars, because somebody else might be frightened otherwise, right? So for harmony and peace, and then to be able to understand others. So we develop ourselves through the walks like this, using our own somatic instrument here. So, and why? What does this have to do with Murshid Wali Ali? Well, one of the big points of his life was that the Dharma, the teachings, live within him and get passed on, whether it be as a high school teacher and or in a Sufi class or playing poker. If nobody else is bringing the light, you might be the one to bring it. And in these incredibly heartbreaking times, you really might be the only one to bring it. So let's begin with breath, and then so beautiful, these walks. It's getting present to our place in the entire cosmos. And when we have it easy, there's computers to calculate the movement of planets, etc. Of course, there's not only astrology walks, there's also elemental walks, the walks of the prophets and the saints, many other walks, but all of these use our somatic system as a tuning instrument to remember our original source, which isn't your identity, but you've got one for this life, so let's use it too. So then I particularly love the astrology walks because they do hone these archetypes, these ways of being human that have been around for thousands of years. When we can get ourselves, then we can also be able to get others as distinct from ourselves. We can hold the light when there is so much darkness because we do know ourselves, knowing that that's a remembrance, knowing that's not my ego, and that's between us. Okay, so Jupiter is retrograde in Cancer right now. We actually have 6 to 7 planets in water signs this month if you've been feeling deep emotion. And my dad was a water horse. He was a Cancer sun. And I think all of us who met him or have met him online know his deep sense of feeling and empathy. Yeah. If he also had a brilliant mind. So words were often there, but it was always within the ocean of feeling. So let's tune into that moon breath, which is you're reflecting the light, but it's swimming in the ocean too. And it's out the left nostril. You can do it without your hands. I always do it with my hands. I just think of him tilting his head and leaning in and looking up. Yes, Amina? You know, he's there with his whole heart, hearing you. And now let's bring in Jupiter, which is so that depth when you were with him, that he could hold you and feel you and see you, and it didn't need to be spoken. You know, I think of Richard holding hands with him while watching football. You know? And then Jupiter, also the concern for the all of it. Everything is within my domain. Humanity is me. A robe of dignity and truth in Jupiter. Expansive concentration on a long exhalation breath. You can look everywhere because you're not invading anybody's space. Everywhere, everyone is you. Nice to see you, myself. Feel free at this domain, which is your domain. Let the moon be with Jupiter now. So a deep feeling, expansive feeling forever. Empathy. We don't hide our head in the sand for the horrors happening on the planet right now. In our witnessing, humanity's held. And then let's just try. So if people on the white part of the rug scoot back so we can make a space, there's some space back there. We could take just 10 people at a time. We'll do the Jupiter Jupiter moonwalk. If I could have like 10 people join me. And looking out, you've got that moon, and bring the leadership of empathy, of feeling. That's enough people for now. So that somatic system. And the joviality of a king. Bring that jovial presence of all of it is your domain. When you've had a little taste, you can take a seat. Yeah, just Jupiter. Just Jupiter here. Just Jupiter, yeah. Just Jupiter. Just Jupiter. Yes, just Jupiter. Right. When you get that, yeah, when you get the emotion in there, it really changes it. But yes. Yes. A few more. If you want to try just Jupiter, you can too. How can we be confident with everything falling apart? Well, we put it in God's hands. It's the learning of the time. Don't be shy. We can have some more. Here we have a lot of Neptune too. Bring it down a little lower. There's not a right way to do it, but you know, adjusting the physical mudra of your body has an affect on the people out here. Okay, come on, a few more. I know it's a small space, but it's a fantastic way to rid the mind of useless baggage, as Sam would say. She's got some Venus in there. Sam would say, I'm the only school you can pass by failing. Expand the chest. You're holding all, I mean, you've got a mantle. You've got a mantle. Nice. Anybody else want to go? Don't be shy. There's 50 people watching you. But we need you. We need you to hold the light when people are watching. It's good practice.
You can't do it wrong.
Yeah, you can't do it
Just
wrong.
doing something else.
Yeah.
Doing Mars, doing Venus.
So Jupiter expansive everywhere as a part of you. And we're feeling into our feelings. This is already in the air. There's just swimming in the ocean of feeling. but bringing your own dignity, honor. That's a nice Jupiter moon right there. The feeling, the expansiveness. Anybody? Last time? Last chance? So then there's the spins. We are spinning at thousands of miles an hour, by the way, right now. Can you feel that?
Yeah, for sure.
And then spinning, you can get in that harmony with the rest of the planets and the planet we're on. Jupiter to the right. Moon to the left. Let's have some Jupiter's spinners, especially if you didn't walk. Try the spin. Yeah. Okay, all of you. Up. This way. Come on, spread out. Come on over here. Thank you. Come on the rug. You're on the spot. And everybody can voice the who. Okay. One more spin cycle, I think. If you didn't get a chance and want a chance, please. Where could you use some Jupiter in your life? Yeah.
When you're in charge of a project or something.
Yeah. And even when you're not in charge of a project and you care a lot about it. You know, like the country, the leadership of the country, I care a lot about that project. I'm not in charge, but I can bring Jupiter to that. Thank you. Yes, Nina and I are going to do a 6-series Karma and walks class with giving each student a Karma and Dharma walk in January. You're most welcome to join us. Here. Yeah. On Saturdays, I think. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just a walk.
share something about the last time that we had the chance?
Shakti, we just lost sound. It would be great if somebody could text somebody in the room. I really appreciate your help with this. She's not hearing me. I'm sorry, is somebody able to send a helpful text into the room?
What he was to me when I was a very young Marine. I have to say then I moved to San Francisco from there. And I was just so innocent and naive. And luckily I chose someone I could trust because I just was so impressionable. And I remember coming to Saturday night dance class in this room, and everybody would have to get up and do walks and pass the walks before, And so we were doing sun first, and I was very, very moody. I remember the first time I got to do the sun walk, he said, "Oh, beautiful moon." So I use that phrase when I teach walks too, but if I see a beautiful moon. And so I got up and I tried to do the walk, and I'd be like, "Nah, no pass." And for some reason I was going to Marin County, and I went with JNR. Maybe some of you know JNR and Hassan. I drove with them to Marin County. I said, "Oh, I can't get that walk." And JNR said, "Oh, it's like 24 or something." JNR said, "Oh, Wali wouldn't ask you to get up and do the walk if you couldn't do the walk." I was like, "Oh." So the next week I came to, I remember sitting right there on the floor, of course, at Saturday night dance class, and I was like, and he said, "Get up, you're already doing it." I just do the perfect sun walk because I believe that strongly that he knew me better than I knew myself, and that I could totally trust him. And so I could do things I didn't think I could do. And then he asked me to open a business with Miss Almadine, who's not here today. And we were like, okay, we're totally spaced out. We were like, "Oh, you think I could do that? Okay, we can do it then." I remember the first night the store opened, we were up all night, and Khadija and Wali came by, and Wali was not a businessman, I will say that about him. Far from it. And he said, "Where are the receipt books?" And we said, "Huh?" We were so out of it, but I became a very good business person because of his confidence in me. He told me, "I see you as a business person." And I believed him because he knew me better than I knew myself, so I thought. And I could do it. Yeah, I was a good business person. And when Nizam didn't want to do it anymore, he said, "Well, you should just buy it from the Conca." And I said, "I need money." He said, "Well, ask your father." And I said, "No, he's not around." He said, "Oh, no, I know a Jewish father. You ask him, he'll give you the money." I was like, "Okay." So I asked my father, and he gave me the money. And that's how I became. This wasn't the story I was going to tell. But that's how I became a business person. Because he saw a quality in me I didn't know I had myself. And I just want to say something for that kind of guidance, where there's that total trust. But it's difficult because you can't trust everyone. Not that I could trust him. So I'm not going to tell the other story, whatever it was.
Thank you. We have with us Iqbal and David Lewis. Oh, but before I introduce you, I don't have to introduce you anyway. You need no introduction. Maybe you do. We want to thank Shakti for her immense help, and Rahima Teal.
Yes,
Rahima Teal for the Zoom thing, and
Helene for getting us all here together.
Yeah.
It's a funny story how that happened, but we're not going to tell it. It's like I parallel parked into. But you're all here, so that's fine. And there's a lot of power and presence in this room, thank God. And Davy and Iqbal are gonna take us home.
All right.
Okay? Is that good?
Sure.
Is that an
Yeah.
intro?
That's
That's
fine,
great.
that's good.
Okay.
Could be better.
We're gonna go home.
Oh, and I forgot, I gotta thank Vakila for all the help in organizing it.
Yeah, really.
Because I've got a voice that I'm expanding with, but, you know, there's something behind that blowing the pump, you know?
Yeah.
Behind
So-
every successful man.
Yeah, she's,
I was here when you were my house.
We're all coming over to your house now.
So. Adios. You want a chair? No. So, for those who don't know, and a few people, and the people on Zoom, I lived in this house with Wali, and Murshid. And my experience of Wali was not as a Murshid, but was as an irascible friend. You were 20, right? He was a little older than me. And so one story I want to tell is this. I was sitting there in the front hall doing something. And Wali walked up behind me and he rolled up like a Vogue or one of those big, heavy magazines, and he smacked me on the back of my neck. I, of course, got up and said, "But," and he laughed and left. So maybe I was in the front room again in the office, and Wali snuck in the front room. Wali snuck up behind me and smashed me on the back of my neck with a magazine. And then, you know, these were, it affected me. So the third time, he snuck up behind me and smashed me on the neck with the magazine. I didn't care at all. And he stopped. So think about it. And think about Murshid's teaching, which he gave us in this very room as he walked around and used to say hundreds of times, "Don't react. Don't react." So I have about 10,000 stories of Wali, but I can only tell a few. It's hard because I knew him differently. We traveled to the Middle East together. Well, that was a trip. And we went to Egypt, crossed into Jordan, had to really bull our way out of Jordan into Israel. And we were dealing with Hallelujah, the Three Rings. And I think that was his first trip out of the country. It was definitely his first trip to Arab lands. And, you know, I want you to imagine this. He wore a checkered shirt and striped pants with long flowing black hair, walked like this, and there we were in a strange land that they liked it if you kind of blended in. Thank you. Who said that? Yeah, I mean, just not, they didn't like it if you stood out. But.
Good fat chance.
So, you know, which Wali, when I was thinking of doing this, I realized that the more Urs we do, if I forget Wali's personality, I'll present him as Jesus. But if I remember him as a person, I might desecrate his memory. Because I knew him as a, 20-year-old pot-smoking buddy. You want to say anything while I collect myself?
Okay. Well, I met him, he came after I was here. And I remember him coming and
Murshid was there, and I was sitting there watching everything go down, and I thought to myself, this guy comes up, and I think to myself, oh my God, this guy is out of control. Just out of control. I can't even say, so irascible, so blah, 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 to Murshid. And I thought to myself, well, I want to see what he's going to do with him. But I think it's so funny because, you know, at that time, well, I was like 15, or 16, something like that. And so I didn't really have a very developed context for what I was seeing. And, but then I do remember that the only other thing about him that I spent lots of time with him, and he used to come over to pick me up wherever I was living at the time, because Murshid wanted me to be here for the class, and I was far away some other place across town. And one day, Wali was driving, Murshid was in the front seat, and I was sitting in the back seat. We're driving up Dolores Street, and we're stopped, and there's a girl who's walking across the street at the red light, and she's got on a mini skirt about this short. She's going, and Murshid turns around and he says to me, the shorter the skirt, the bigger the ego. And I'm like, and so I thought to myself, whoa, okay. But not quite. So we went over to the house, and then, like about, I don't know, a month later, Wali comes to pick me up. And I remember I wasn't expecting him to come over. And I don't know, I was not paying attention. And I had on this little Mexican dress, which was about that long. And Wali comes in the room and goes, oh, God, you're going to get it. We're late. Come on. I mean, really, I just thought, oh, God, what have I done here? So I came, you know, what could I do? I just came up the stairs, and I remember standing there in the kitchen going, and then Murshid walked in, and it was so incredible. He just came in, and he looked at me, and he went, oh. And then it was such a big moment for me. Of course, some years later, the sort of the denouement of the whole thing was that Murshid had died, and I had become a student, a disciple of Joe Miller's, and I had purchased a skirt. It wasn't that short, but it was that short, and I had a lot of ambivalences about it, but I thought, oh, it's leather, it's so cool, you know. And it was this short, and one day I kid you not, I went over to Joe's, which I did in just the same way that I went to see Murshid, and every week to clean the house or something. And I walked up the stairs, and Joe was standing at the top of the stairs, and he looked at me and he went, ah. I mean, it's not funny. It was so incredible, because what he was saying was, you know, the obvious, right? So I never wore a short dress. I have never wear them ever again, because I thought, I got to work hard to deal with this thing that is the ego. And if Murshid says the shorter the skirt, the bigger the ego, well, I'm going to hearken to those words. Anyway, and then Wali was the court jester. But it was my guru brother saying, anyway, that's my story about it.
Okay, so if we're going to come home, I'm going to, you know, besides the fact that there were two 20-year-olds living here, who was Wali? And what was it really like living here with him and Murshid? Well, Murshid had the power to keep a lid on certain things. Wali was incredibly, unbelievably devoted. And, you know, several times every week I'd hear, Ya Allah, in love, reverence, and humility, I surrender to you and you alone. and thou dost raise me spiritually. That was Wali in the front room. Then, as I said, at the last URS, you go into his room, and there, attached to the wall with thumbtacks was kid-drawn Allahs and Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. That's what he did. He would, take a piece of white paper and draw Allah on it, and then he'd stick it on his wall. And the last URS, out of my mouth came what I think is true. And in this house, we practice tasawwuri. Tasawwuri is when the disciple disappears into the Murshid. And towards the end of Wali's life, and maybe in the middle of it, he couldn't talk about anything without ending up talking about Murshid. It didn't matter what teacher he was talking about, he'd end up talking about Murshid. It didn't matter what he was talking about, he would end up talking about Murshid. And that's why I asked you who wrote because I thought that quote came from Al-Ghazali. Sufism, I was sitting right here.
Wali.
What?
All Wali.
No, I was sitting right here, and Murshid was here when he said, Al-Ghazali said, Sufism is based on experience. Matt, listen to these words.
That part, yes.
No BS. And that was what it was like living with Wali. No BS. No pretending. He used to come up next to me when we were doing Sufi dancing and if he didn't like the dance, he'd make fun of it. Right here. And then it would ruin the dance for my whole life. Because I'd be dancing. I forget which dance it was. And he'd be like, what? Oh yeah, my house should be a house. My house, and he would be like, my house shall be a house of prayer, and he'd be singing next to me, and I ruined that dance. I could never do it. But underneath it all,
that's the dance he led at our wedding. It's a beautiful, beautiful moment when he led that whole dance for.
Yeah, well, we all have different experiences. So anyway, one thing was, when we got down to it, if it didn't feel real to him, no matter what it was, to me, we'd talk about it. And a lot of holy relics were destroyed during those conversations.
Oh, yeah.
Because he didn't bullshit. And so the message here, if I want to transmit anyone to everyone, is be authentic. Be yourself. A guy who can walk through Presida Park during the old days wearing a checkered, I never forgot it, he was not color coordinated. I'm always a fashionista, like a striped shirt, and I didn't know anything about fashion then. And so, and I thought, oh my God, what is that? And he was walking barefooted, by the way, through dog crap and glass. And those who know him know this is what it was like. So, but the main thing is, be real. Be real. If all the world is singing and they're saying it's holy and it doesn't feel real to you, drop it. Your only responsibility is to be yourself. And he was himself. He was himself with me, I'll say. Now just remember a couple of things he did, but I don't want to tell you.
Come on.
What did he do?
All right, one day, he never let me forget this. This is a story of us. We had smoked a little. This is the early days. And we smoked a little grass, and we were completely stoned, and we were outside walking with these two wild guys. Greg and whatever.
Gregor and Sully.
Yeah, I mean, they were out of their minds, literally. And we're walking, and suddenly I see a flying saucer. No, I'm not kidding you. The lights were blinking. There was a flying saucer. So I said to Wali, look, there's a flying saucer. And then at that moment, the sign came on, shop at Safeway. And never in the 55 years that I knew him did he ever once let me forget it. You know, and you think like after 30 years, 4 decades, I'd say, will you drop it? And he'd say, shut it. And then there was the time, oh, this is a good one. He was sterilizing dirt. Oh no, Murshid called it earth. Sterilizing the earth on the stove in the kitchen upstairs. I walked in, and I said, chocolate! So I went in and I put my finger in the dirt, earth, and I was like, what is that? Wali Ali never forgot that either.
That's a good one.
But underneath it all, he had had some profound spiritual experience before he met Murshid. And maybe I wasn't here when he came. Maybe he came out of balance because he had a couple of whoppers. I don't know. But I do know that I'd wake up in the morning. I don't know how I walked by them. Anyway, and Wali Ali would be sitting there typing. And Murshid would be dictating. You know, like the other day, I don't know, Murshid just, it seemed like he was always exaggerating. You know, like I had vines grow and grapes that I planted 20 years ago, and Wali Ali would be typing away, and he was a secretary. And that lasted from what hour to what hour, but it was very regimented. And he knew how to keep, Murshid kept a rhythm, and because of him, we kept a rhythm.
He could translate his writing too a bit. It was easier to understand what Sam was saying when Dad had typed it out.
Yeah, because when Murshid typed it, the letters flew off the... Did you ever see something A's flew off the pages and that? Anyway, but mainly I think I've delivered what I want to deliver. And if I have to do another URS in 3 years, I hope I can remember the truth of his being. And believe me, he was, you know, he wasn't Christ, but he was Christ. You know, we're all Christ, and that's the truth. And sometimes it seemed like he went there, but I don't know, did he really go where? There? I guess if I ever meet him in another life, I'm going to take him to a clothing store.
See what he picks out.
Anyway, I could talk forever, but you know, get the spirit. Tell the truth. Get rid of BS. You know, Murshid's whole thing down here, right here, and I guess there was, one story. I know I'm always one more story. This is the story. So Murshid said, listen to this. I was sitting there. And Murshid said, well, Christ came to me, and I didn't argue. I swear, this is what he said. There were disciples who heard it. And I thought, didn't argue with Christ. I mean, what's this? What am I hearing? And Murshid said, I didn't argue because he doesn't come often. So they had a talk, Christ and Murshid, and at the end Murshid said, which pertains to everybody in this room, everyone who's listening and everyone who's not listening. Christ said to him, Murshid, Sam, that's how Murshid put it, Sam, all your disciples will become illuminated if they beware the misguided concept of good guyism. The misguided concept of good guyism. And in my translation, that means to kiss ass so you get what you want. And that's the beginning of it. Imagine if you lived a whole life where you placated no one and nothing.
Yeah, and he said that was the only obstacle. So, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's it. Hadiom. Now there are hundreds of stories flooding my head, but I'm not going to tell them. Next time. If there is a next time.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
We're gonna dance?
Okay, well, you gotta do some
Dance.
Okay, we're gonna do a zikr.
Yes.
Just short.
Short,
Short and
pain.
sweet.
What's that? Painless. Okay, we have to make a circle. Give lots of room, and then we can make another circle. Or part of the circle.
Yeah. Shove those chairs back in the back so we can use all that space.
It's gonna be one big circle, right?
Well, it'd be nice if we could have one big circle, but I don't know if we can. Okay, one circle.
Try one circle.
One.
Shoulder up. We can do it. You can do it.
We want to.
Come on. Come down this way. Squeeze in. Okay, squeeze in. Doesn't matter. We're not gonna work up a sweat. We're gonna sweat. How about this? We'll sweat for God.
Inside.
Yes, on the inside. Don't worry about it. Okay, and it's gonna be short, so don't collapse. Oh, I don't have a watch. Timing. Okay, so there's a. Should I read? Yeah, I want to read that.
Read that poem.
Oh. Well, I didn't bring the poem.
We know the poem.
And although I've read it 10,000 times, I can't remember it.
You don't have it memorized.
No, I don't have it memorized.
After 50 years.
Okay, when you enter the room, listen. When you enter the room,
You should enter the
you should
room.
enter the room as for the very last time. This is this room. When you love, and you know what? I don't remember it. I've said it for 50 years.
When you love, you should give all of yourself. All saving. You should give all of yourself,
Saving none for yourself.
Saving none for yourself.
When you desire,
Desire me so completely that you are totally dependent that I come.
fall down and collapse in my presence, so that I have no choice than to pick you up and carry you. When we have union, hope that no part of you survives, needing to love, desire, something else ridiculous to do again. Separate. When we have
Needing
union,
to desire.
need to separate or desire again, whatever. Anyway, the point is, let's do the fall down and collapse in front of you so we have no choice than to pick you up. Let's give everything we've got, saving nothing for ourselves.
Okay.
This is how it is. This is what happens. I once talked to Joe Miller and he said to me, no mind, which is the state of perfection, when you dissolve, it's the Buddhist word for it. No mind makes no deal. And I said to him, can I make a little deal? He said, no deal. So it's all or it's nothing. Okay. La ilaha illallah. 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 La ilaha If anyone tells you that 10,000 angels can't fit on the top of the pin, remind them of this circle.
And there's at least 1,000 angels inside this room with us.
That's right, you're right. That's the truth. At least 20,000 times, one of those algorithms. Okay. Allah, hai. Allah, hai.
To the right.
Allah, hai.
You're right.
Allah, hai. 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 Allah, hai.
Keep your eyes open, guys.
Yeah.
Somebody almost clonked heads with someone else with one set of eyes being closed.
It's not here, it's not there. Isn't that what the saying is? So keep your eyes open because it's here it is. Nowhere else. ooh, Allah.
Mhm.
last call. The bar, the caravanserai. Time to move on. Last call.
Tavern of Love.
Tavern of Love. Shout it out. Right. The Tavern of Love. This is the Tavern of Love. And you want to know who Wali Ali is? Feel this space. He wouldn't miss this for all the tea in China. Seriously. Tune in, feel him. He's having a good time. I'm having a good time. You're allowed to have a good time. Okay. So, no, we didn't. Trickster. Trickster.
One that can use it. It's simple. Shoot Putin.
Oh, God.
Fail Trump.
Right, so remember, fall down and collapse in my presence, says God, and I have no choice than to pick you up and carry you. So I'm going to tell one story. This has to do with what really went on here. I'm upstairs watching television with Murshid. He's cracking walnuts. Wali Ali and I lived here. There was Murshid, Wali Ali, myself, Leslie, and her 5-year-old kid, Asa. Okay, well done, Shakur. And we're watching television, 49 a game. Leslie runs in the room completely hysterical, and she informs Murshid that Ace is missing. Ace is gone. Silence. Murshid, Ace is gone, and I called the police, and I ran around the neighborhood, and I went next door, same houses that were here 55 years ago, we're here now. And I went around, and I did this and that, and I went, and he's gone, Murshid. Ace is gone. Silence. And then Murshid says, what I don't understand is why my disciples insist upon disturbing me when I'm doing my work. And I thought, cracking walnuts is doing your work? Later he explained, then of course Asa showed up 10 minutes later. But later Murshid said, he described the situation, he said, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to accept an alternative reality. He at that moment was like in samadhi. He just, and it all worked out. So let's fall down and collapse at his or her or its feet until it, her, or her has no choice than to pick you up and carry you. Okay? Those are driving directions. Oh, I can tell you driving stories, but I won't. Okay.
Before we end,
Yeah.
I want to also point out Fossil was very helpful with the tech setup, with the mics and everything. I didn't want to leave you out.
Thank you, Fossil. Thank you. Yeah, but as someone just said, look what it did to your hair. Shocking. Okay, so let's, the Sufis say that the success of the Zakir, you're the Zakir, each one of you, depends upon nothing more than your intention. Nothing else. You can say the zikr wrong, you could say Coca-Cola, light Coca-Cola, but if you have the heart of the baby, it'll work. Your intention. So let's, as we drive out the bar, let's take a second, find out, what do you want? Allah, 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 We'll say, sing, may all beings be well. Okay? Okay. Who actually has a good voice? You start off with
Shakur.
Shakur. You can sing, they all. Yeah. Okay. Well. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. Yahoo! Okay. That's what we want. What? Let your love be large. Right. Let your love be large.
Thank you, Rahima. Thank you all for coming on Zoom. We're going to sign off now. We love you. Thank you.